The only constant is change. We are not the same as yesterday. And for that reason, our way of painting should not be either. When we find a style or a technique, we cling to it. Because it is safe, it is comfortable. But what if that comfort is what prevents us from discovering our true potential? Sometimes that pursuit of perfection takes us away from what is really important, enjoying our painting. It is not just about painting for likes or competitions. It is about exploring, having fun, and finding pleasure in the imperfect and the unexpected. That's why today I want to invite you to a challenge. Step out of your comfort zone, because it is there that true magic happens. Today we are not seeking perfection, we are seeking expression. Today I will avoid polishing every little detail. Instead, I will focus on how brushstrokes in strategic places can bring volumes to life. Creating a visual texture that defines without the need to perfect every edge. Not all brushstrokes have to be precise. Some simply have to suggest shapes. Others can simply redraw the piece, giving it new life or a new direction. The interesting thing about this type of painting is that we leave space for the viewer to interpret. We don't always have to represent every little detail. Sometimes we forget that painting above all is a dialogue with ourselves. Today, by letting go of control and allowing the brushstrokes to flow freely, I realized that imperfection has its own beauty. We do not need to master every technique to evolve. Sometimes we just need to let go and experiment. If there is one thing I want you to take away from this video, it is that painting miniatures is not a destination, it is a journey. A journey where change is the only constant. And every time you pick up the brush, you have the opportunity to discover something new, to feel more, to think less. So do not be afraid to explore, step out of the safe zone, and above all, enjoy the process. If you like this style of painting and want to delve deeper into the technique, I have a surprise for you. On my Patreon, you can find 3 complete tutorials where I explain each detail of the process step by step. You will be able to see in real time how I make each mix on the wet palette, how I apply each brushstroke, and how I decide on the textures. So if you want to take your painting to the next level and learn every detail of this technique, I invite you to join my Patreon. I am sure it will be very useful for you. And you will also be able to explore and experiment with new approaches and apply them to your painting.